Okay, it's good for me to get questions, especially from people who have opposing points of view and want to prove their point. So let me go to the point that was made about Acts chapter 24. Now this was in response to me saying that men from James stirred up trouble. First of all, I'd like to say that I do not believe that James himself nor the apostles ever sent anybody to make trouble for Paul or Peter or the Jews in Antioch. But Jews that were of the circumcision party from James. Why from James? Because James had written and had been opposed to this teaching. And you can tell from the book of James that it absolutely says that he's refuting this whole idea of being saved by grace without the works of the law, where Paul says that we're saved apart from the works of the law. Where in Romans chapter 4, Paul says apart from the works of the law. In James 2, it says that Abraham was saved by works of the law and his faith. So it was basically saying that a man is saved by works as opposed to a man is saved by faith. And why did this all happen? Because the Jews in Judea were zealous for the law, and the Gentiles had come to Christianity, and all of a sudden there was this new teaching about faith apart from the law. And Peter had even gotten a vision of eating of unkosher animals and God said kill and eat. So this whole process here of the gospel going to the Gentiles caused a major problem, and it all came to a head in Antioch. So here we have this verse that says, we have heard, and this is after James had listened to the Peter and this testimony that the Gentiles had come into the fold. And this is the only letter, and this letter was sent by the apostles. So it says greetings, and this is to the Gentile believers in Antioch, and this is not James to the Jews, Syria and Cilicia. We have heard that some went out from us without our authorization. So when I say men from James, I didn't say that James authorized this, right? Some men went out from us, men from James. So you get the point here that no, I'm not saying that they were authorized by James, but surely what happened was, since there was this big problem with this new teaching, that these zealous Jews, especially for the law, went down and caused problems. And so when you tell me that this verse Acts 15:24 says that, well, we have heard that some went out from us without our authorization and disturbed you, troubling your minds by what they said. So we all agreed to choose some men and send them to you with our dear friends Barnabas and Paul. So, and if I could probably bring it up in the King James, so you can we'll go to verse 24 in the King James. So this way you get an idea of what was being said, and I'll even bring it up in the Greek if you wish. So we'll go to the King James. It's very easy to do. Here it is, verse 24. Of course, I have to put my glass. For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us, notice they went out from us, have troubled you with words, subverting your soul, saying, ye must be circumcised and keep the law, to whom we gave no such commandment. So they came out from them, but and this has been interpreted a lot of different ways, but they're not saying, and it was never said that they actually sent them, but they did come from them. And why did they come from them? Because there was a problem with Gentiles coming to Christianity. And when they did, all of a sudden they weren't following kosher laws. And all these Jews couldn't break away from Moses and their Christianity. And it caused a problem. So to tell me that for me to say that somehow or another it didn't happen, that there was a controversy here, and we're saying that James never did. Oh no, James never did that. Never saying that James ever authorized that. But there's definitely clear evidence, especially in the book of James, compared to the book of Romans and the other books, that James had a problem with Paul's teaching that there's a new righteousness apart from the law, and that Jews and Gentiles are the same, they're saved by grace. And even Peter had said this right in the same passage in Acts chapter 15, that they are saved by grace like we are. And it also says that by putting them under the law, it was putting them under a yoke that we could not even take. So all of this is in black and white. It's just, I have these opponents that are coming up trying to come against and say, well, see, this can't be, because you see, James is agreeing. James is, and you know what? You're not taking a step back and really looking at all the scriptures. You're just trying to make an argument. And so I gave you your answer. Thank you.